My name is Stephen Hohl, and my wife is Lorel Hohl, and we've been coming to Faith Bridge since 2011.
My parents were, they were just diligent workers and of the generation where kind of that Puritan work ethic where you just get in there and you say yes and you do, and you work for the benefit of the good of the body. So I think that's kind of in my DNA, and I think God knows that too. When we took the spiritual gift survey or assessment in our former church membership, 25 years ago, I had not really heard of that. And my parents are such doers. They just raised us and modeled for us that you serve in the church. So that was modeled for me. And I think that I just felt like that was I just kind of follow in the path of how my parents did church. So the idea of God gifting me in a unique way was kind of a new thought.
Probably not unlike Laurel, when I probably took the first quiz or assessment some years ago and just began to even think about what is a spiritual gift. And as a matter of fact, it probably isn't until recent years that I've probably gotten off this idea that it's just strictly my talent and my ability, and boy, I'm really good at that. So that's why God gave it to me or something, I don't know. But now it's more like it's a gift. And really the focus of it should be, and I've come to realize it's on the giver, and then how we use it, how we utilize it, whether it be service or teaching, or in my case, I guess it used to be faith, and now faith that doesn't even register, so apparently I've lost my faith. But I'm working on it to get that back. But anyway, no, now it seems to have registered more with hospitality and exhortation.
When he comes into a room, his goal is kind of to make people feel comfortable. He has a great sense of humor, and the Lord gave him that, and his dad had a great sense of humor, and so it's in their personalities, and I think he uses that to make people feel more comfortable. And he also is always very positive and encouraging. So I feel like those two gifts are really seen in him, and how he interacts with people, and how if he sits on a board or is in a group around a table, I think it's obvious that's there, because that's just who he is. I do think that our gifts work together in that I'm probably more the Martha and he's more the Mary in the relationship. He's more about the people, I'm more about the doing. But I do think, yes, they can work together beautifully. And that's how the Lord designs us and puts us together so that we can encourage people and help people.
I think the elders would hope that people would take the assessment and determine that I'm going to look at that Connect card next week or the next time I'm here, and maybe if I've got an interest in something that might fit with what the assessment says is one of my gifts, I might check the box.
I love being trained and feeling equipped for where I'm going to serve, and Faith Bridge is a great church to provide that kind of training. It's always excellent. But then I also feel like when we're serving or leading or teaching that there's always things that come up that are unexpected. And I think what grows me a lot is when those little unexpected moments come up and the Holy Spirit sort of fills that gap of what was being trained or what was taught or how I was informed, and then how the Holy Spirit kind of does a work that you just didn't expect.
Like Ken likes to say, none of us has to do everything, but all of us can do a little something, and there's a lot of all of us here at Faith Bridge. Take the assessment, learn what your gifts are if you don't already know, and then use them. Use one. Try them out. Exercise them. I just think that's kind of why the Lord gives them to us. So the Holy Spirit gives us these gifts is to not just to observe them, but to use them. So that's what I would hope.